Hello, my name is Sanna Vaara. I live in the far north of Finland on an old farmhouse in a small countryside village of 25 people. I create photographs, videos and music inspired by this wild Nordic nature I get to live surrounded with. The winds have changed to blow from the north, which means winter is on its way. If you are new here and unfamiliar with Nordic and Finnish winters, they are long, up to 8 months, and they are cold and snowy. Summer passes so quickly, it feels like the blink of an eye. It doesn't take many cold days for the trees to drop their leaves and the flowers to die. Only our garden flowers are still blooming, and I've been trying to enjoy them as much as possible while they last. Hello you all! I'm back here. I know it's been a while, but there has been quite many things going on. And it doesn't help that we are right now shifting from, maybe summer to winter. These seasons are so strange, I know. It may sound weird that we are preparing for winter and it is only the end of September. But last year the snow landed upon us just at this time, maybe a week from now. So we really have to do a lot of stuff before that happens. We have a roof to fix, and then of course all the things in the garden. We have to clean everything and enjoy the last pieces that we have from there. So there's many things going on. Also, what I already posted for you before is that I have finally started to make a brand new website. And I can finally get all my writings, my blog posts in English too. There are so many of them, I realize now, because I have to translate all of them manually. There are stories from even before when I lived in Lapland, but also from the time when I moved here. In addition to my new website, I will have a new print shop there. I will tell you the minute when I publish it all, because there has been a lot of work going on and there is only one person here, me. So it's a lot of work. I will have a new web shop for my photo prints, so you can get a piece of this Nordic nature to your home too. That is also a way if you want to support me and support my work. One thing also, I have started to build a community behind these scenes. Maybe some of you have heard that YouTube has these communities that you can subscribe to and pay a little amount of money, and then you get some additional content from me. Occasional extra videos or photos and just some little extra. I know that that is kind of controversial because I want to keep making these videos, of course, for every single one. But I hope you can understand that this takes a lot of time and work. There is absolutely no need for you to join there, but if you wish, if you want to get behind the scenes or ask me some questions or get some little updates from my life, that's the place where I will start making those. I'm also really excited because I came up with a name for our little community, and of course it is the Nordic family. So you can join my Nordic family behind the scenes in YouTube. I want you to tell what you want from there. So just join there and let's come up something really great together. That's the point of the Nordic family. Let's do it together. But once more, I will say that I will still keep on making these videos here and share my writings and my photos on social media and on my website, so you can just hang around here if you want to. So after this long babble, I just want to show you what I've been up to this past maybe a month. There was some last harvesting to do in the garden and in the berries. Let's go see what I and my little family here in the north have been up to. So great to have you here. Let's take a little time travel trip back to the end of August. At that time, I was busy making jam and juice from our garden berries, wild raspberries, red currants and black currants. I take my time sterilizing all my bottles and jars I use to make sure that jams and juices don't mold during the winter, preserving their freshness and vitamins. I use a steaming pot I learned to use from my mother as a child. It steams fresh, delicious juice from the berries, so we can enjoy the vitamins and great taste during the long winter. But my absolute favorite is raspberry jam, which I put on top of my morning porridge or granola every morning. It reminds me of the warm summer days and midnight sun while we lived through the 8 months of dark winter. In early September, we went on a 4-day hike with Esa and our dog Rover to the fells of Lapland in the most amazing fall weather. I just cannot get enough of the fell views, the endless nature stretching from one horizon to another, and the days without any phone reception, time, or anything but presence, silence, and being together. The nature in northern Finland and Lapland is very rugged, vast, silent and wild, but also beautiful and dear to me. Here I feel like I belong. When we hike in the nature, we stay in wilderness huts or we camp in our tent. The wilderness huts, they are so great, I love them, because they are open and free for anyone to stay in for a night or two while hiking in Lapland. And usually they have been built in the most beautiful views, usually by the lakes. Summer has now come to an end. I've gotten back into the rhythm of baking sourdough bread for us every week. And actually just this week my sourdough starter turned 1 year old. So I've been baking us bread for 1 year. On colder days we like bread made with half wheat and half rye flour. It is very healthy, nourishing and perfect for those cool autumn days. Sometimes I like to take time and make our breads a little more prettier. The cold days have brought back the task of heating our house. We heat our large wood stove every 2 days to keep our old log house warm. This is one of my favorite parts of living in the countryside. I love to watch the fire, knit and just slow everything down.